welcome to the crack of dawn. Tonight, I decided, you know what, I don't want to paint. We are going to do cooking. And everybody knows Donnie can't cook. You know what, anybody can cook. It's like everybody's like, oh, I'm so good at cooking, you should see what Thelma made. It's unbelievable. It's like, if you follow a recipe, you can cook. I just don't follow the recipe. So, like, I open the recipe book, and if it says 2 eggs, flour, sugar, whatever, I just throw it all in. I don't listen to the rest of the recipe. So, of course, it's going to come out bad. But everybody brags, I'm so good at cooking. So, tonight, what we're doing, oh gosh, this is a staple in our family as teenagers. Now, most people are like, oh, we only drink water, and we have fruit bowls, and we only eat healthy things. Well, you know what? I don't believe you. Every kid that's come over my house that says their mother doesn't let them drink Coca-Cola or have ramen noodles, please, they run when I make it. Now, we're gonna make ramen noodles tonight. It's, you know, with the economy being so bad, you can buy an entire box, okay? This is what I love. These things are so good. So it's like $2.50. You get a whole box of these things, and everybody's like, that's awful. It's so bad for you. Well, you know what? There's a ton of things bad for you. So let's start with my ramen noodle recipe, okay? I'm not Christina Perovic. I'm not Kurt from Naples. I'm not Sal from Piccolo. He won't come on. I wish he would. Anyway, the stove is going. We've got ramen noodles. Now, this one says beef, and this one says chicken. There's also one that says shrimp. Well, there's no chicken, and there's no beef, and there's no shrimp in this stuff, okay? There's nothing. It's all fake, and it'll probably kill you. But kids love it, and I'll show you what I do with my kids. Okay, so we're gonna start out. My mother's 100% Italian, P.S. Kristen taught me that, P.S. My mother's 100% Italian, so everybody's like, why can't you cook? And I'm like, well, she didn't cook either. I think her mother knew how to cook because she's first generation, and my mother literally 100% Italian. Both parents are from Italy. And my mother doesn't cook. And everybody's like, she's 100% and Bootsy doesn't cook. I'm like, she doesn't like to. Leave her alone. Yeah, I'm sure her mother cooked, but my mom grew up in a hospital area because her dad was a neurosurgeon at the what are they called? The vets places. So there's a lot of them. So they probably had chefs and people that made the food for them so they didn't have to cook it. So that's that. But let me show what I'm doing. So we're boiling some water here. I do not have a mitt, okay? I'm gonna take off this. Oh, it's very hot because I don't have a mitt. The water's boiling. Now we'll try to do 2 episodes, okay? I'm gonna show you kind of a fancy thing. So I'm gonna use both of them because like I said, this one says chicken, this one says beef. That's a bunch of baloney. It's all mixed up, it's all fake. And really, when you open ramen noodles, if you ever see them, they come in this, okay? And when I was teaching high school last year, one girl said, Mrs. Lombardi, you're out of water. And I'm like, I know, you're not gonna be able to have ramen noodles for lunch because I keep ramen noodles in my drawer in case kids are hungry or they don't have any lunch. So she put the packet, comes with a packet, okay? This'll kill you. So my plan with my kids, because they always love the ramen noodles, I'm like half a packet, okay? Because this is total MSG. There's no beef in here, there's no nothing. All fake, okay? So you're gonna put in this. I don't know how long this stuff lasts. It probably lasts years. Put that in. I'm gonna put in a few, okay? I hope everybody's been great. I didn't like the cops. Very sad that that happened to our Bristol cops, and it's just stupid. It's crazy. I can't believe it. So I got a sign dropped off today, and my friend dropped off a sign. It says "Back the Blue," right? Because yeah, you've got to support your cops and police officers, law enforcement. Come on. So my daughter, she's 15, she loves me, I love her too, but she said, Mom, that's racist. And so I said, oh my God, should I take it down? I thought it was to support the cops. I'm gonna put in another one too, okay? So I don't know. I mean, I called a couple neighbors. I'm like, I don't wanna seem like I'm racist with my sign. I don't think it's racist. I just think like, you know, put your hands up behind your back and put the goddamn weapon down. You know, it's simple as that. You know, sometimes they can be forceful. I get it. Everybody's like, I hate cops. I like firefighters. But it's not at the point. Who the heck wants to go out and enforce the law with people that are crazy? So that should not have happened. And I've got to back the blue, you know? And I don't think it's racist at all. So I'm putting in 4 of these because I have a whole pot of water, okay? Whoops, the packet went in. So I have 4 ramen noodle things in there. Maybe I'll put in 5. Why not? I'm just mixing it up. You know, it doesn't really matter which box you use. Okay? Now, Christina Purbeck is the chef, and she was going to come on tonight, but she's got COVID. So, of course, you know, I said, come on. It's okay about the COVID. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, she couldn't come on, so we don't have her tonight. But she was going to really tell me how to make a cheap, you know, kind of poor man's. I can't believe I've got a spoon in my hand. Oh my God, I don't even know what to do. I'm just going to mix this stuff up. Usually I put it in the microwave. You know when you get something frozen and it says, you know, you can bake it, you can steam it, you can put it in the toaster oven, and then on the end it says, or microwave it? Oh, dang. My dad bought a microwave for my mother back in the 80s, and she was so mad. She didn't want to look like she was, you know, whatever. She doesn't cook anyway. It was kind of funny. But my parents live off easy stuff, so we're going to throw some of this in. Like, their dinner is easy. They don't care. They're not gourmet people. I didn't grow up that way at all. Even with the 100% Italian mother, her parents died early, so it's sad. So maybe she just wasn't into it. I don't know. But my mom probably could cook. It's just like everybody else. Oh, you should see how we're cooking. It's like, follow the recipe. Okay, so I'm mixing this up. We have a mirror up here that shoots down, but we don't know how to do that because I'm not painting tonight. He was like, Dawn, you're cooking? I'm like, yeah. So these are getting all good, okay? We're gonna try to do 2 episodes if we can. If not, it's okay. They're getting nice. I didn't read the ingredients. I have no idea what's in here. I put in a few packets, and you know what? What the heck? I'm gonna put in another whole packet. MSG all the way. So I'm a salt person. So people always get mad. Want some cake? Oh, you're anorexic. You don't eat cake. I'm like, no. Give me some chips, salt. Oh my gosh, I'm a salt girl. So no, I don't want a brownie. I want something salty. And I have a pill for that. Candesartan. Oh, hopefully it's not causes cancer, but that's what I take. Candesartan. It was losartan, and then they said that caused cancer. And now it's candesartan. But I'm like, it still has the same, you know, what is it called? Suffix? I can't remember. No, suffix is the beginning. I forgot. It's English class. So this is working out nice. Now, this would be a great meal, especially for little kids that do not like vegetables. But when your kids get older, you know, they'll mix in some stuff. So now my husband, he cooks great. Okay, I'm just going to have a seltzer here. Have a little sip of seltzer. Seltzer's good for you, but it has salt in it. Did you know that? Everybody says it's great for you, but it has a lot of salt. Okay, things are boiling good. It's looking good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and get my fresh vegetables. So let me go in the refrigerator and get some fresh vegetables from the farm stand, all fresh. Maybe I'll put in another packet. I just said I wasn't going to. That's okay. You're not going to die. There's many ways you can die. And so, yeah. So I don't know. I moved the blue sign a little bit towards the house, but I don't want to get anybody mad, you know? So certainly not, because I love everybody. If you don't know me, I love anybody, unless you're mean. That's it. It's so easy. Okay, I'm going to go over to the fridge. I'm going to get some fresh Brussels sprouts, okay? And, you know, straight from the farm stand. It's called the Mountain View Farm Stand. Now, of course, they don't serve this. I was just kidding. But they have fresh vegetables there. And I go, you know, so not a lot, but a lot of people love it. You know, fresh things. They do those food things where they drop off. Alexia, the gal that was the dentist that I had on, yeah, she's a really good cook, too. I forgot what I was going to say, of course. It's like early stage Alzheimer's over here. I can't, you know, feel bad, but still I forget everything. Okay, that just hit me in the eye. Fine. Now you're gonna take your fresh, ooh, I dropped one on the ground. Brussels sprouts, I love. You know, it's the thing now. Bacon in Brussels sprouts, grilled or whatever people do. It's so good. Well, you know what? This is the way I roll. Me and my sister, we don't do that stuff. We hate it. Okay, so I got fresh, you know, nice Brussels sprouts in there, okay, cooking up, very salty because I added a lot of packets. Oh yeah, I did. And Rich got the whole thing. Rich is the cameraman, and if you see on the show, he's doing the Santa commercials. Oh, it's hilarious. He's doing the show tonight. And he got this cook thing, katat, okay? this is kind of all you need. You know, when I was first teaching, I got a apartment with this girl. She's not around anymore. She's old and she died, but I loved her. And my apartment was on Pilots Point Marina. I mean, it was like, it just sold for $5 million. I'm not kidding. And I lived in her garage. It's like Harry Potter under the stairs. Totally. I lived in her garage, but all I had was this cook thing right here. That's all I needed. She had a bathroom, I had a bed. She converted her garage into my area. And then I had a lock on the door that led to her apartment, or whatever, her beautiful house with her ocean view. It was crazy. The guy from oh my God, Benny Goodman was her neighbor. I'm not kidding. We got 15 minutes, woo! Benny Goodman, it's like the big band. He was her neighbor, like 4 doors down. So she was rich, whatever, and she was nice. And then she'd knock at the door, Dawn, and she was Italian, so she cooked. Dawn, unlock the door, cop. I'm like, oh, okay. You know, come for a glass of wine. Come cook with me. And I made meatballs a couple times with her. Okay, so I've got the fresh Brussels sprouts in here. Okay. Oh God, Halloween's coming up. So fun. My daughter went to Lake Compounce and she went to the scary Halloween thing. And she said it wasn't as scary as last time. But the kids were at Lake Compounce. It was expensive. And they're like, Mom, we can't go through unless we're 18. So I'm like, they were standing there like, what do we do? Because they don't talk, they're quiet. Shane, her boyfriend, quiet, love it, you know? I want a quiet guy. I'm married to a quiet guy. Kind of, sometimes I wish I wasn't. But anyway, she and he went to the Lake Compounce horror thing. Woo, look at this, it's coming out gorgeous. Hopefully I don't overcook it. Now let's add some more vegetables. So I'm gonna go over to the refrigerator, and again, what a beautiful refrigerator. What a beautiful, I mean, it's just gorgeous here. I'm just gonna come up here, and I'm gonna get some broccoli rabe. Rabe? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's fresh, you know, right from the farm stand. Just kidding, Skip. You know me. So, right from the farm stand, I'm just gonna pluck these, and I'm gonna put them in, okay? Broccoli rabe. I don't know what it is. No idea. I'm putting it in. I've heard of broccoli, but this doesn't have like florets, you know? So I don't really know. Oh, I'm having a ball. My son is starting at Central, and he loves it. He commutes, and he plays slow pitch men's softball with a bunch of dudes, and he's like the youngest one. There's a cop on the team. He's like my age. There's all sorts of people on the team. And it's so fun. And they won the championship last night. Oh, it was so fun to watch. And they just hit home runs and have a good time. So he's a good kid. Very fun. Let me add some more vegetables. We probably have like 10 minutes now. We might do a second episode because I could just go on and on. So I've got all these trash and everything. I could put it in another packet if I wanted to. But this is going to be a great dish. Fresh from the garden. Homemade ramen noodles. You know, homemade, and oh, so good. Nobody knows. You know, I went to Big Y today, and I got German potato salad, whatever, and I got, I don't know, some kind of Chinese looking, they looked like this. I forgot what it's called, maybe lo mein. It was terrible. But my sister and I, when we were younger, we used to go to the restaurants and order the food and then put it on a plate. And we'd lie. Yeah, we threw out the food on the plate. No, we threw out the, you know, the containers, and we put it in. I made that. So don't worry if you can't cook. Who cares? My daughter just wanted to make pasta. I'm gonna get some more vegetables. Let's throw some more in, okay? And you need the salt, okay? We're gonna throw in, I don't know if this goes. It says whole grain rice with corn, carrots, and peas. Now, I think because it says rice, I probably shouldn't throw it in there because I didn't realize this says rice. Okay, this is fresh from the farmer's market, but I think I'm going to put it back because the rice doesn't seem like it's going to go, okay? But we have a couple other things we can put in here. I'm just going to stir. Very healthy dish. You know, you don't have to put the MSG in, but, you know, this doesn't have any beef in it. Oops. You know, No beef in that. So next, what you can do is we're gonna stir, 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 okay? We have Halloween coming up, and we have, what else? Election Day. Oh, God. I don't like to put signs on my lawn, but I did put the back the blue. I couldn't believe that happened to them. Very sad. Drove me crazy. Now, it seems like maybe, let's see if we're going. Yeah, Rich fixed it up for me. So it's still going. Now, somebody told me, Dawn, crack an egg, and the boiling water mixed with everything will get you some protein, okay? And this is my protein right here. My iron was so low. I'm so anemic, it's ridiculous. I've been anemic for a long time. So what you do is you take this iron plus vitamin C, okay? 10 minutes, can you believe it? Iron pill, okay? So I've got it right here. It actually tastes like sulfur. It's very strange. You start breathing and you breathe like a dragon. It's weird. I'm gonna take it though. I got it. My iron is so low that I'm anemic, and you could actually, your heart could stop. So it's ridiculous. So here we go. So, you know, as I said, oh, it's coming out nice now. Now it's boiling up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crack an egg, okay? And I'm gonna put that in, just like this. I don't even know if you can do this, but I'm doing it. Someone said crack an egg, throw that in, it'll boil right up, and then you got your protein mixed in. Okay? Just remember to keep it boiling. I'll put the egg over here for now. Thanks for tuning into the Crack of Dawn. My outfit is courtesy of the Wild Hat collection. Thank you, Amy. My glasses are from the Eric Dostal collection. Oh. And my boots, I'm not kidding, $10. Hold on. You gotta see them. Gorgeous. $10 at OSJL collection. And people don't know what that means. I'm gonna crack a couple more eggs and throw those in. Okay, and I'm gonna take off my glasses here because I can't, these are for far away. I can't see far away. Awful. Terrible. So we went to Northampton yesterday. I haven't seen my sister, my nephew John. Oh my God, he's like 6'2". I haven't seen him in so long. My sister and her husband did a great job. He's so nice, polite manners. That's what we care about, you know? I don't want my kids looking trashy in public. I hate that. I did always, from the minute they were born and went out in public. I'm like, no. We don't do that. So yeah, nice guy, nice guy. Nice John, and his name's John. Nobody names their kid John anymore. John, Mary. I love the name Sally. My daughter did some photographs for Sally. Hi, Sal. We met up at the Hillstead, but she actually didn't take them there. I don't even know where she took them. Maybe they took them. But they did, walked around. Hillstead is beautiful. And Christina Perbeck, who's been on the show, she's supposed to come on tonight. This would be much better if we had her on, but be careful with the eggs because the salmonella. So, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna try this. Ugh, maybe. My husband would never, maybe he might touch this, I don't know. So, you know, like Rich, our director tonight, and our cameraman, he said his wife cooks good. And I'm like, she does? So I have a husband, he cooks good, but I don't want a steak, and I don't want a baked potato, and what else did he put? He does it just like a restaurant. I don't like that. You know, I just like this. I don't want that. So even though it's fancy, you know, he does Thanksgiving dinner, he does Christmas, everybody goes wild. Tony can cook. And I mean, he's amazing. But some of the stuff I don't want to eat. But when he does like a good salad or something, the other thing is I don't really exercise. I don't really like it. I probably should. It probably helped my back. Oh, speaking of my back, anybody that's a surgeon, all I need is a shot right here in my ribs, and they've done it 6 surgeries. They don't cut me open, but they put these big needles into my back. They're probably steroids. And I'm having a hard time because I've got to go to my new job on Monday, and I'm on like I've got like a Mexican pharmacy, and it's crazy. Meloxin, I take that mixed with metacarbinol, and then I mix that with, and then I called the doctor. I'm like, all these pills mixed together? Are you kidding me? She goes, oh yeah. Oh, they don't even work, I'm telling you. They probably cut a little bit off, but I don't do narcotics. So even if someone said, Dawn, you know, you need some OxyContin or something, like I don't do that. You know, I suppose if I was in like major pain, I would do that. I actually have some at the house, but I just don't go near them. I'm too afraid. So, you know, I have a lot of pain right now, and if you're going to give me an OxyContin, it's going to be like me going to heaven. And then how long until my surgery am I going to be on OxyContin? So, you know, I just don't do it. I don't want to. I'm going to put another egg in. Can you believe it? Oh. Now, these eggs, my husband got these. Farmer's cow. Our hens are fed all natural vegetarian diet with no animal byproducts, no preservatives, no R4 hormones from local family farms. I mean, I don't know. Do you really think the chicken gets treated that great? I don't know. I'm going to put in more eggs. We have 5 minutes. It's fantastic. Cracking an egg, putting it in. Okay, I'm going to put in another one. Yeah, so my sister and I, so we grew up on 350 acres. And, you know, with no stores in our whole town, nothing. Not one convenience store, gas station. I'm not kidding. West Hampton, Massachusetts. They might have one store now, but I don't know, maybe a farm stand. So, like, if my mom had to go to the store, like, seriously, like, you can't just keep going. You live on 350 acres, and you got to go to the store. So I don't know what she bought. I really can't remember, but I'm guessing that everything was probably frozen. And who knows? My mom knows how to cook. She just doesn't like it. And we're going to go into a second episode, I think. So when I was a chef, and I was the head chef, like the executive chef, at the Colonial House Inn in Yarmouth Port, Cape Cod. Okay? And everybody's like, oh my God, you really were, Dawn? I'm like, yes. I was 15, 16 years old. So I was a dishwasher and I was a maid. And the Colonial House Inn was a great restaurant. One of the oldest restaurants and inns in Cape Cod, on Cape Cod. It's right on Route 6. I don't know if it's still there. My boss was great. Him and his boyfriend ran it. Mal. I forgot his name, but he made up a last name that sounded like, you know, the Tiger King. It was hilarious. Oh. And that's where I worked. So what happened, and we probably have like 2 minutes left, so I'll just keep battling on. And we'll go right into the second episode if we can. I don't know, I'm going to overcook it if we go into the second episode. But I can always add some more eggs if I want to. Okay? So yeah, so I was working at the Colonial House Inn, and I was the dishwasher, I was the maid, I did everything. I was the jack of all trades. And I told you this on another show, our executive chef and our sous chef were emptying the fryolator. And they had an accident. And they had, I think 3rd degree burns is the highest you can go, but if you can go any higher, it went all over their arms, their hands, it burnt the heck out of everything. And they were like, Dawn. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was making steak Diane. I was making chicken marsala, veal marsala. I knew how to make hollandaise sauce. Like, I could shuck oysters, everything. But you know what? Did I like it? No. God, I didn't like it. Shucking oysters, hollandaise sauce. Oh my God, I'm gonna crack another egg because, you know, I just took my iron pill, but these eggs will give you some iron. So just throw them in. Okay, I'm doing the last one too, right here. Gonna throw that thing in there. Can't wait. We just love it here, you know? It's like, oh, the egg went in. Sometimes the eggshell, we got 1 minute. It's like, goes by too fast. Let me show you my outfit from A Wild. Okay, hold on. So A Wild is my friend. She moved. She lived in Farmington, and her husband is the AD at Syracuse. Oh my God, so I've been watching football because my sister's husband, best friend, his kid is Drew Pine, and he's the quarterback for Notre Dame. It's crazy. And then we got Amy, who's got, thanks for the outfit, Amy. Watch how pretty it is. I don't know if you can see it. I'm coming around. It's like this gorgeous dress. Look at, thanks, Amy. I don't usually like these sleeves that are open, you know, the old lady, you know, it's, you know, sometimes, I don't know, who knows. But the dress is gorgeous. Thank you, Amy. I'm gonna do a twirl. I love it. We have about 30 seconds. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna finish up our ramen, okay? And thanks for tuning into the Crack of Dawn. I'll be filming in 2 weeks. I would love a guest. Anybody that has anything to say or do or whatever, I'd love to have you on. Anything. Just come on the show. Call Nutmeg TV. I forgot the phone number. It's like 315. You can just Google it. It's so fun down here. Joni's amazing. I mean, the whole crew is great. So remember, when you're making ramen noodles, just remember, you can cut up. Oh, I forgot what I was going to do. I've got ham. My husband made ham last night. Now, ham, whatever. It's like a salt lick. You give it to a horse. Our horses used to love salt licks. Yep. I was going to bring my fake blood. Okay, so we're going to throw that in, but we're going to wrap it up and see you next time because we got to wrap it up. So I'm going to stir, 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 and I'll see you next time on the Crack of Dawn. Thank you for tuning in, and I love everybody. Woo! Let's stir it up. Now, I could add another egg. Oh, no, I don't have any more eggs. I think I overcooked the ramen. It's kind of turning into mush. But that's okay. If you do it right, I don't know. It looks weird. But, you know, you don't want to overcook those ramen. And, Rich, you can just keep going. I'm just going to keep blabbing. Look at them all I used. 1, 2, 3.
The Saybrook Fish House in Canton has been serving fresh seafood, chicken, and steak entrees for 34 years, offering 3 cozy dining room settings, a newly renovated pub with craft beer, wine by the glass, specialty cocktails, and a lighter fare menu. Open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. Reservations accepted for parties of 2 to 42, and gift certificates are also available. The Saybrook Fish House, nestled at the crossroads of Route 44, 202, and 179 in Canton.